Creative Reaction Lab was founded in response to the uprising in Ferguson, with myself and my family actually just moving out of Ferguson 6 months prior to the uprising. And I saw this opportunity to not only have community raise their voice in the streets, but also moments for community to actually be the decision makers of what the interventions could be, for community actually being the designers, community being the artist, and not needing letters behind their names and not needing some type of professional background, but understanding that that living expertise and that proximity to the issue and that creative know-how will get us to the space of inclusion that a lot of us were actually working towards.
What she's done is she's taken her enormous gifts and talents, and she's constructed an entire organization that has redesigned the whole community, this community, the communities around our country.
The problem that we are addressing is extremely large. And while on one end we are working with youth and understanding that youth have been the architects of change throughout the history of this country, but we also recognize that we have to address the institutions and work with the cultures and the systems and the people that are already in traditional forms of power to also be co-designers of us actually getting to this equitable society. One of our most successful projects has actually been the launch of our Artwork for Equity campaign. We started this campaign in 2017, working with artists not only locally but across the world to create graphics that centered respect, justice, equality, and equity. And we also have now done an actual national campaign and virtual exhibit in partnership with Adobe to really have folks really think about not just can I get out my own vote, but can I also address the systems that are limiting some communities' ability to vote and have their voices actually at the table.
Her innovation is bringing worlds of different perspectives together.
It's just making sure that every piece of the puzzle is accounted for before we start designing because we think we know what's best for these folks.
A few years ago, when I was honestly at pretty much the start of Creative Reaction Lab really becoming an institution, I was honored with the Startup Creative Competition Award that was funded by the Arts and Education Council as well as PNC Foundation. It allowed us in many cases to be able to grow our capacity and not only what we were doing in St. Louis, but also what we would ultimately end up doing across the nation.
She understands deeply that the work isn't about her and it's not what she can do for a community, but is what a community can do for itself. They have the lived experiences. They know their needs. The impact she has is not showing up or not actually being there, sort of having her name attached to it. It's about the people, not about me.
I would like to thank the Arts and Education Council for this recognition as Arts Innovator. The Arts and Education Council has been a pivotal part of my career for many years, and for them to recognize me is truly humbling, and I appreciate the support they continue to provide, and I'm looking forward to the impact that we will continue to make in the St. Louis region.